Welcome to the RecStaff refresher video. We thought we'd do a video to help anyone who was shut down for an extended period of time get back up and running by removing stale data and just becoming familiar with the system again. So the first thing we're going to look at is staff. So we go to the menu, Manage Your Staff, and click on Employees. And this is a listing of all our active employees. Now, you may have inactivated some employees, and if you did, we can go up to this magnifying glass and click on that and click the status and click on inactive only, and we'll see a list of these. So if you did inactivate some staff and you need to reactivate them, you would go in here, you would find these people, and then you could select all and hit change status for selected. And this is account status update. So yes, update, and you can see here I can make them new, active, or inactive. And we're going to make these guys active, so we're going to hit yes to update. And then they disappear from that, and they're back on this listing page. So let's go back to the dashboard. So now once we're happy with the staff data, we'll go down to System Setup, and we're going to look at permissions. So maybe you need to change somebody's permissions. You maybe have new schedulers. So we go to System Setup, Employees, and down to System Permissions. So if I have a new scheduler or I need to delete somebody as a scheduler, I would go here and let's just add Amy as a scheduler. So I'm going to click on Amy's pencil icon, and I'm going to give her the same as Amanda Jones, who is our scheduler in this test system. And I'm going to just click where the same places. I'm not going to worry about admin and report access and site admin. So employee admin means manage your staff. This means manage schedules. This over here, site admin, means system setup. Shift editor is for the employee panel, report access, and if you're using payroll, then this is for running payroll, and this was for the payroll settings. And departments is really for the next version, which should be released shortly. So then I'm going to hit the plus or the check mark there. Now say I wanted to remove some, I would do just the reverse of that. I would click on that pencil icon, it becomes a check mark, and then I'm just going to unclick all of these options here. And so now we have our new schedulers for the system. The next thing we should probably look at is, again, in System Setup, and it's our schedule types themselves. So System Setup, down to Schedules, and down to schedule type. And we're going to take this, the Aqua schedule type, and take a look at that. So maybe we need to have different schedulers. We just added some schedulers to that system permissions, so they'll now be there. So we're going to go over to this person icon, and here's the list of all my schedulers. I can delete someone by just trash canning them, binning them, I guess. And down here, I can choose someone. And again, if I just added it to that system permissions, they'll now show up in this drop-down box. And then I click the plus sign, and she's in there now. For time blocks, so the time blocks will probably be stale, or you may need to change them. So this one here has a huge range. It goes from 2018 to 2026. And you may be happy with the time blocks that you have right now, but you may need to change the date range. So perhaps you don't want to change anything here. You're quite happy with all of the time blocks that are created, but you want to extend it. So you just go to that middle icon, and you would change the session date and push it out however you want it. And then you would save that. If you need to change, if you want to create a whole new set of time blocks because you're starting from scratch, and you have a whole new different set of availability. So when your shifts are going to happen, you could just go to the third icon up here and create a whole new set of session or time blocks. So you would, that's the next day after the end date of the last time blocks you created, and then I'm going to give you, let's say, we'll go out here to this date, and these are the ones that I'm copying forward, and there they are down there. And then I can manipulate these. So I kind of like to do it that way. I like to just take the ones that I have, and if they're pretty similar, I'm just going to copy that forward. It changes the date for me, so I didn't have to add each of these individually, and then I can go in here and I can change whatever I need. Maybe I don't need it on Sunday. Maybe I want to change that time to start at 7, and then I just update that. So I can update those. I can also delete some, remove selected if I want to. So whatever works for you, you can take that as the shell and then manipulate it. And then as far as the ones up here, it says visible, staff may edit and visible to staff. So I would say that you probably don't want staff to edit anymore. So you would go to the plus icon and you would, sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. You would go to the middle icon, visible to staff, and I'm going to say hidden from staff. So now staff can't see these time blocks, and they can't edit it. So I don't want anything to change there. Usually that whole can't edit is when you send this. So say this is our new time blocks, it goes out to the staff, they fill out their availability, you give them whatever, 2 weeks maybe to do it, and after that 2 weeks is up, you lock that down. And so we go here to staff may edit, no. And now you see that's locked. So if I went to an employee's account now, they would see this, but they wouldn't be able to make any changes to it. Anything else? Let's see. I think if you have some stale schedules that never did get published, you go to manage schedules, see this listing, your schedules, and see the listing here. And some of these maybe they show as a status of unfinished, and that was during the time that you were not up and running. And I would just maybe delete those, remove them altogether, just because they can mess up your system, they just look messy really on your listing page here. It's entirely up to you, but if you want a clean page and not kind of, you know how schedules can get busy. It can get busy here. Anyway, I think that is probably it. So if you have any questions, please feel free to call us or email us, and we will be happy to help you get started again. Take care.